The Minister of Finance, Enoch Godongwana, will be delivering the national budget speech next week amid a lackluster economy ahead of national elections. PwC South Africa says that they hope that there will not be an increase in taxes, as it could have an even further dampening effect on the economy. However, National Treasury indicated in the medium-term budget policy statement last year that it would need to institute tax increases of 15 billion rand. eNCA business Anchor Melissa Tighy spoke to PwC's tax policy leader, Mandy, on what we could expect in this regard.
The national budget speech will be delivered next week, as expected, by Minister Enoch Godongwana. We're here with the tax policy leader at PwC, Mandy, for his expectations on what we could hear from the minister next week. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. If we look to next week, what could we expect, given that it is an election year? What tax could be adjusted, if any?
Well, we certainly know and expect that the 15 billion rands worth of tax increases that were announced last year in the mini budget are likely to come. The big question is how. And really the minister's probably faced with two choices, between personal income taxes and between VAT. We know what the right answer is and what he should really be doing, and that's to increase VAT. But the challenge is always going to be, particularly in an election year, whether or not he'll be able to get something like that through. So there's a strong possibility that instead of VAT, we'll see a personal income tax increase, and whether that will be in the form of increases in the actual tax rates themselves, or whether it will allow fiscal drag to actually just push up the effective tax rates by not adjusting those brackets for inflation, is probably the more likely option that we'll see.